You probably seen other videos in which you see the power of Mosaic, but I personally think the best way to show it is just to go and kill Nilhatak, just to see. That way, if you haven't played with it, you'll see just how gross it is. But yeah, the first part is always annoying. Is to build your charges up, and I use these 4, and these 2 is to keep you alive basically and deal physical damage. And against the Ubers, that's what makes this kicker so awesome, because you gain a lot of life, even though I'm not using Opt Gore Riders. It's not even needed. And of course these 3 is just for damage, raw damage, and to output all of this you use Talon. And I also teleport this way, but I also teleport on weapon swap with a staff, so I'm not using Enigma, of course, and it's not a problem. So here it goes. Yeah, I like to lure only one monster and use him like a bitch to get my charges up. Yeah, I'm not that satisfied about the demo because I messed up. I was on Dragonflight instead of Dragon Tunnel, but it's even better that way because it just shows you how, even by me messing up, I didn't die. But I'm gonna do another run just to show when you actually telestomp and just blow him apart with the Dragon Talon. Yeah, I didn't even target him, and the damage is just so big that everything is sort of stunned, I think. It's just crazy. Yeah, so there you go. Now I'm gonna show the Uber run. So this is after locating Lilith, and yeah, I'm just pumping the charges, and you can see that I'm sort of using all the possible charges. And the annoying thing is that there is no counters to know if everything is truly at max charge. But the most important one are the one that makes you more physical damage, and the leech is not important because it's life tap that's going to keep you alive. And you can see here that I really got rattled at first because I didn't cast life tap, because I'm not using Dracul. So I weapon swap and I cast life tap, and now you saw that I just backed up to cast life tap again, and yeah, well, it went really well apart from the start without life tap. Yeah, so for Zuriel, I get my Merc because he has a fanatism aura, and so it's a little boost to speed, because yeah, Zuriel really slows you down, so you need everything that you can muster to attack quicker. And I think I swapped my gloves also to get another 20 IS. If I didn't swap them, that was an error, but I think I swapped them. And so I've got only like 15 crushing blow, but as you'll see, it's more than enough. So yeah, I'm having again difficulty casting life tap. I think the lag of Mosaic and all the stuff that goes on screen is sort of part of the problem. So I would never play this hardcore with my computer, because it's sort of pushing the envelope a little bit. And you can see again that near the end I swapped to life tap again because it ran out. So here's another sample of the Mosaic in action against normal monsters. And those aren't really normal monsters, because I mean the level leading to visual is usually somewhat tough, but you can see that yeah, Mosaic just absolutely demolish everything. I think yeah, the Merc is even alive, because I mean everything just gets blown away, and you can see that my computer yeah, literally froze there because there's too much garbage on screen. And like I said earlier, I wouldn't play that on hardcore, because yeah, you can see that my computer doesn't like those big bursts of effects. Plus, another thing with Mosaic, since you don't want to lose your charges, you're always rushing forward, and I wouldn't say it's bad gameplay, but it leads to deaths. I'm used to play hardcore, and I mean this season I lost a lot of character, and I all lost them to disconnects. But if I was to play a Mosaic, yeah, I would have lost my character to just dying, because you're always rushing forward because you don't want to pump up all the charges again. So, and Isuel is gonna get absolutely demolished. Yeah, he just melts. And you can see that everything around him is cleared also. That's pretty nice. And it's part of why it's easy to do Mephisto and what's his name? Baal. Although at Mephisto and in the next footage you'll see that I didn't pump correctly. Okay, so against Mephisto there are some gear changes to be made. I bring ground because you need something to keep you alive against all the lightning damage. And Yeah, okay, yeah. The thing is that I'm gonna trigger treachery, and afterward, I'm just gonna put an armor with a bunch of resist on top of the treachery's buff. So that way, I'm still at 75 after the his aura, and you can see that I pre-buff also my cold resist. And I think I skipped the video, but I do that like a tremendous amount of time, because you can stack the effect. So you can drink like maybe 50 potion, and that's gonna last for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something like that. I don't know the exact numbers. I think it's like 40 seconds each or something like that. So you do that with poison also. And here you can see that I'm trying to lure Mephisto, and I still have I'm configured with the teleport staff. So I figured that I would lure him at somewhere on the map, and then I would how could I say it? Well, I'm gonna say it not properly, but I would lure a bitch and just get my charges from that bitch. So like a random skeleton. Yeah, you see, I'm trying to lure just one, and I don't want to get Mephisto into the action. So I'm just trying to lure one. You can see that I put my teleport staff without binding it. That's an error. Yeah, so I've got one, so I'm gonna use them now. And another error, I should have binded the life tap when I just equipped the life tap when. So here I sort of got, I didn't get all my charges up, because I've got difficulty hitting the stupid monster. So if I would redo it, or when I'm gonna redo it, I'm gonna get more charges, because you'll see that I made the whole thing more difficult than it should have been, because without all the charges up, you can see that the damage is not that big to the surrounding elements. If I had all my charges up, it would make a bigger mess of the other of his minion. But still, the big boost from the physical damage means that you really leech a ton of life when you kick Mephisto. So that's what's keeping me alive right there. Yeah, so it's a easy run, similar to a smiter right there. Really impressed. Yeah, it was really easy, and like I said, I should have gotten more charges. It would have been even easier. And I'm gonna go back to the stash and change the gear, because you don't want to ground against Baal and against Diablo. Doesn't make sense. Okay, so yeah, you can see that I don't need that armor, don't need the teleport staff. Putting back the crushing blow gloves, and also the bulwark helm. And against Baal, I like to get a bunch of mana potion, because he mana burns you, basically. And if I recall correctly, I think I use only one row of mana potion. So again, because of the way that Mosaic is just OP, even with my smiter, I usually use more mana. But yeah, it's crazy. And I wonder if the Ubers are getting stun locked by all the garbage that the Sin throws at them, because the run was pretty easy. But then again, like I said earlier, I think it's the fact that there's a charge, the one with the physical damage, means that you're doing so much physical damage that the life tapping is just you just life tap for a huge amount of life, so you never run out. Same thing can be seen when you go without a shield that is an exceptional shield on a smiter. You're gonna run into problem, and because the damage is too low. And that's why grief is so good on a smiter, because your damage is just crazy and you just can't die with life tap. Okay, so now casting life tap with the wand, and you can see that I got mana burn there. And now you can see that also the complete obliteration of his minion. So the souls are not a factor; they just get, they get deleted instantly. And I mean, Baal is sort of easy. Yeah, I backed off to it cast and I failed. So see, even without playing perfectly, it's still really easy. So yeah, you need to recast life tab. My one is only level 5. I think if you get a level 6, you don't have to do that. And at that point, I was like, man, I don't even need to go back. And I thought I'm just gonna try to kill Diablo right there. And his minions are more annoying than the other minions because they're immune to elements, so that's why they're not even dying. But again, the kicking is just too intense. You leech your life back, so it's not a problem. And mid-fight, yeah, there I'm recasting life tap. And from there, I think I'm good. I'm not going to recast it again. And I did drink some red juice. Especially the swapping mid-combat is a bit risky. I wouldn't do that in hardcore for sure. You need Dracul, but this is in softcore, so yeah, that was a pretty easy run with, I think, only 20% crushing blow, or 24, something like that. So it's not optimized at all, and yeah, just. So yeah, I'm gonna show the gear. So my Mosaic themselves are pretty random. I think it's claws, and it's not even the fastest type. Bulwark. The amulet, I like it because of the mana goes to mana. The damage goes to mana, so you don't have to worry about the mana. Gore Riders, I treated like some runes to get it. Same thing, Raven Frost, I trade some stuff for it. Yeah, the glove is okay, I guess. And some nice dude insisted on trading me a sin torch, but you don't need that. It was just, I think I gave 8 key and a bunch of L runes to get that. So yeah, we're really late in the season. That's why people are throwing away their stuff. I mean, they're packed with garbage torch, and they just give it away basically. But you don't need a torch at all. So that's the gear for Mephisto, as I shown earlier, and the 20 IS to hit somewhat fast. Here you can see where I put my points. Yeah, I put a lot of points in Dragon Town to have more attack rating and weapon block, because I figured that I was going to do the Uber, so I needed some defense. And here you can see that the Merc, he's got random stuff on him, and he's there for the enchant, which is not even that good with Fade, so because it lasts it lasts less long because of Fade. There you have it.